Let me ask you this question though. So, because you kind of switched up your approach on anti-afro, I kind
You
of
damn
noticed like
right.
over the yeah. Now
Yeah.
I was noticing that because you used to go like way hard, like
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you like, did you switch up your approach because she was actually right about some of the things that she was saying in the past about like and I'm not saying that because we all take losses. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the police called on me,
Right.
all the type of stuff. So like you saying like you switched up your approach, you think because she was right about some of the things about you, or like what happened with what's going on?
I switched up my approach because I'm filing paperwork now. That's
Okay.
why. And you don't. My thing is that I don't care what I did and said. None of the things I said to me warrants you trying to get me to lose my career and all that other
Yeah.
shit.
Or
Facts.
anybody else. Yeah.
Or anybody else. Like that shit is taking it too far, and you're not the goddamn, you know, professional police of how people are supposed to act. And she took it upon herself to target people like me and Carrie Ann and others that I don't like you. Then it's time for me to try to ruin you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But at the same time, she is guilty of worse shit. Rev G guilty of a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all did bad shit. Lennon Otter even said, let's not even get on the shit Lennon Otter did.
Anti-Afro Svengalis. I thought that Dumpsey D. Derell already got me dead to rights, and he just jacked me up and filed all these complaints, and I'm muzzled, and I've been run off contracts and jobs, and he just took care of me, and I'm just all put in my place. I told you this dude does nothing but lie. That's all he does. I could say much more about this clip. I probably will in another video, but I got some other business to attend to. There is a reason that subjects run around making a lot of noise. We know it's distraction. We know it's to hide the truth. The truth cannot be hidden. The truth is right up in front of your face to see. So, what I want to make sure we understand is it's always your decision as to whether you're going to embark on a perilous journey. You can decide to hop on the boat or not. No one's forcing you, no one's kidnapping you. You decide to go down that road and hop on that boat and go into the sea, into the perilous, treacherous waters. And before I go on, Gerald, why do you think Valentine Lewis is torn asunder? That's obvious. He got in trouble. That's what happened. That's why he's continuing to do what he's doing and crying and whining and carrying on because the military comes down extremely hard when they get information about a service member harassing civilians. They shouldn't harass anybody, but they come down extremely hard. There's no mystery to that. And he should have gotten just what he got in trouble. Any idiot that's going to go around harassing someone for 2 damn years needed to get their ass jacked up. And that's exactly what happened. I had to throw that in there. He decided to hop on this rickety boat and take the perilous journey and try to take revenge against you by filing a baseless complaint. Now, if the complaint had merit to it, he would have gotten somewhere. We didn't jump on this rickety boat. We didn't embark upon a perilous journey. So let me make sure I state this without any hesitation. I'd much rather be in my situation than Dumpsey's. And the way he is acting makes that obvious. As to the reasons, let me put this back up here. Dumpsey D. Derell, Dempsey Spears wants us to be in his situation based on all the horrendously poor, outrageously unethical, actionable, and illegal decisions he has made. We initially thought Dumpsey D. Derell acted like this just on YouTube, but we got more information later on down the line that his offline situation is equally disastrous. He wants us to join in and be like him. He wants us to suffer the same consequences as he did. But we decided to buy tickets and embarked on the luxury liner. He decided to hop on the rickety boat and embark on the perilous journey. That is the difference. I will never trade places with Dumpsey D. Derell. He's pissed. Rev G will never trade places with Dumpsey D. Derell. No AFW friends or supporters would ever consider taking any money to even pretend to change places with Dumpsey D. Derell. So very interesting when the guillotine comes down. The innocent are so often pursued, and they want us to go into the guillotine, although there's no offense that warrants us going into the guillotine. Now, they voluntarily walked into the guillotine themselves. You made your own damn decisions, and the outcomes are the outcomes. You got no one to blame but yourself. As you can all see, I'm still talking. Says who that I'm going to be quiet? Was Dumpsey D. Derell and those freaks quiet for all those years when they slandered and harassed and targeted so many innocent people? Did they shut up? When they went after people's families and children, did they shut up? When they received stolen Social Security information and passed it around and got on YouTube and bragged about it, did they shut up? No. They want a nice, quiet YouTube life. They want a nice, quiet off YouTube life after they raised hell and wreaked havoc and violated our rights. Now it's time for us to shut up? No, we're not going to shut up. We're going to keep talking and talking. We're going to let the world know exactly what happened. If they don't want to hear it, they can close their ears. They can turn away. They don't have to come to our channels. They don't have to do anything. But we are going to continue to talk about this. We're getting this out. We are benefiting people. We continue to hear from people who encourage us to keep speaking. We get requests all the time for referrals and information and clarity. We serve a purpose. You don't have to benefit from the purpose. You would have benefited from the purpose if you kept your damn mouth shut and hadn't jumped on this rickety boat and embarked upon your perilous journey. You just don't want to incur the consequences that correspond to your conduct. That's your problem. It's not my problem that you've got consequences. It's not my burden to bear that you got jacked up. You got jacked up. You got in trouble. You have the negative outcomes on your record, Dumpsey D. Derell, not me. Now let me show you all what I'm talking about. Look here. It's official. This is official documentation, not a bunch of bullshit lies where there's no proof you can show. Officially, based on Dumpsey D. Derell stealing the money from Medicaid, based on Dumpsey D. Derell billing for clients sessions that they said they never had, which falls under the Federal False Claims Act, based on Dumpsey stealing another counselor's MPI number. The state of Texas insisted through this agreement or settlement, whatever you say, however you want to couch it. Did Dumpsey give up all his rights and privileges? No. They insisted, this is what we're demanding. We don't trust you to manage, to mentor, to guide, to instruct, to instill any sort of features that would support a positive counseling or therapeutic relationship, to partake in responsible billing, because that's training. You undergo training and you assist people with the proper billing procedures, and you arrange for them to take classes. And then you follow up and you audit them. This is what would happen if you have someone in your office who's working to get licensed. He can't be trusted to do this. So they officially rescinded his privilege to supervise. And this is one of the reasons why I know he ain't making no money. Because a lot of people have people who are working on their license in their office. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has to go through the process of earning hours. He's not able to legally have them working in his office. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was lying and let them work in his office at one point after this decision. But I don't believe for 2 seconds flat that he's got 15 people working in his office. He is a liar. What psychologist would attach themselves to Dumpsey D. Derell? Why would a psychologist do that? What's the point of that? I know tons of psychologists. I get referrals all the time because they don't know how to do family therapy. Now, there are some psychologists who do, who have undergone the training and they're experienced and they have the specialty, the subspecialty, but most psychologists don't. What's the reason a psychologist would work in a generalist office of an LPCC? That doesn't make any sense. What's the reason a psychiatrist would go there? Psychiatrist would have his or her own office. You would refer clients there. They would not be working in his office. He doesn't have the money to pay. He's not providing any proof of any of this. You would have all these addresses popping up if all these people were working there. No, only him. He has not provided proof. And look here, where it has supplemental document. This is his license. This is the licensing board. Supplemental document on the license is a strike. You click on that blue line, you come up with the complaint, with the disposition of the complaint that was 3 collapsed into 1. He keeps calling it a settlement. Call it a settlement. Who cares? You stole the damn money. Now, what in the hell do you have on me? Nothing. Going back to Gerald's comment, he wants us to be like him. You have no negative findings against me, against Rev G, against AFW, friends or supporters. Where is your official documentation? You don't have it. Instead of running around these YouTube streets trying to cause trouble, you're failing miserably. You're only causing trouble for yourself. You need to be taking your classes from the May 24th, 2024 decision. What about those classes? When you were sanctioned for abusing people on YouTube, LGBTQ plus sexual harassment, and your violations of social media policy, where are those classes? You are supposed to be taking classes. You have sanctions against you. You have findings against you on your permanent record. There's no way in hell he would pass a background investigation. And here's the thing that I want to make sure I will never do. They can say whatever you want. You have got to be out of your freaking mind if you think I'm coming onto the YouTube to explain shit to you freaks. This is how they try to trap you and get you caught up and want you to explain and give details. It's none of your business what I do. I don't have to explain or clarify a damn thing, and I won't. It makes no difference what you say. It makes no difference what you claim. If you claim there is wrongdoing or unethical, or file your complaints. Dumpsey has been saying he's filing complaints for years. He's ran live streams with the stream on the bottom. Call the board on AAS. Here's her name. Do I stand in your way? No. This is a public investigation state. The minute they find any potential merit on any claim, your name goes up on the board as they investigate. He's pissed because he threw his career away. You threw your career away. We didn't throw our career away. We sat back and just let him talk. Let you talk, and look what you did to yourself. You messed up your career on YouTube. You messed up your career off YouTube. You did it to yourself. No amount of lies that you tell on us is going to make any difference. We're not confirming anything. We're not clarifying. We're not giving you any information. As I stated before, anyone that knows us, has questions, wants to find out what's going on, wants to clarify, they just ask us and we tell them. But you're not getting anything. We're not giving you information. File your complaint. You have no case in any regard. And it's got to be frustrating. He spent all that money, giving Catherine Brown all that money to file that lawsuit. And what happened? Nothing. We do not concern ourselves with people filing false reports because the agency is going to get you when you harass them. Now, if you have a legitimate complaint and you file under good faith, or you think you have a legitimate complaint, no one's going to say anything about that. But time and time again, they try to exact revenge by filing these false complaints and they get shut down. We don't have concerns. We're not violating any laws. Here's proof positive of laws being violated. And there's other shit going on right now that I'm not going to get into. I am going to wait. I am patient. Dumpsey's trying to take you on all these other courses because he's trying to avoid the fact that his ass is in hot water right now. And it's not even related to May 24th, 2024. That's a different situation. He's in trouble again. You can just wait and see. I'm patient. You're not going to force me to say anything else. He's already told on himself. He can't keep his mouth shut. File anything you want. It makes no difference. You are the one in trouble, not us. They're after your ass, not our ass. You're in trouble, not us. We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep saying whatever the hell we want. We're going to keep doing what we're doing because look at the outcome. You're the only one in trouble. We're not in trouble. You want to keep talking about Rev G. Rev G's a college professor. What the hell are you doing? Lying about having 15 people working for you. You lied. Your lies are consistent with what the reviews say. That he gets clients in there, he gets their information, and he ghosts them. And we know why he ghosts them. He wants to make sure he gets that billing information. Oh, yes. To get the billing information, to make sure you got their birth dates down correct, all that stuff, and then you go for the gusto. You thief, you liar, you got cold busted, you stay in trouble on YouTube, and you stay in trouble off YouTube. You're jealous. You threw your career away and you want us to do the same, and we didn't follow you over the edge. We didn't hop on the rickety boat. We caught the luxury liner and we're coasting, chilling. Listen, folks, more coming your way. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.